Hey y'all, so I was going to edit my vlog and I realized that for some reason the first clip that I filmed, the very first clip that I did to start a new vlog, got deleted on my phone, and I do not know why that happened. So in the second clip I was like, well, maybe I can still use the second clip as the first clip, if that makes any sense. But it was like, so hey y'all, it's a little while later, and that doesn't make any sense. Like, normally when I start a vlog I say the time and the day. I don't remember what day I did it, but it says it on the phone somewhere, I know that. But I filmed it like, I don't know, sometime in the afternoon, and ended up filming again at like, it was really late when I filmed again, so that's why it was a while later. You guys don't know what I'm talking about because you haven't even seen the second clip yet. I'm making no sense. But basically I wanted to catch you up on what I said in the first clip. I couldn't decide what I wanted to read, obviously. I mean, this is me we're talking about. If you all watch me for a while, if you have, then you know that I have a hard time picking a new book. So I was going to pick between History Is All You Left to Me, Sharp Objects, Made You Up, and Dream Thieves. Ended up picking up History, as you'll see. So that's basically what happened. So this is now the introduction to the vlog. So hi, welcome to the vlog. Sorry this happened. I'm so annoyed, but oh well. But let's continue on with the rest of the vlog, and yeah, here we go. Hey y'all, so it's a little bit later, a lot of bit later actually. It's like 1:30 in the morning. And I haven't read much today because I spent a lot of time with my brother today. We watched Family Guy a lot. We watched like 10 episodes or something, 15 episodes today. So a lot of Family Guy today. It was fun though. And I'm really glad we did it because it was just so relaxing and enjoyable, and we had a lot of fun. Tonight I've read some of History and I'm liking it so far. It's super cute, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for contemporary. That's my thing. I'm finding a hard time opening up a book and just being like sucked in. I've wanted to get into some high intensity fantasy books, so I'm kind of afraid to do that because I just really started getting into fantasy a lot in November of last year. I'm a little worried. I have two books here that seem high fantasy. One's more high fantasy than the other. First one I have is Children of Blood and Bone. Heard wonderful things about this book and I really would like to read it soon. And this is a YA book. And people say it's amazing, and I've already taken off the dust jacket and it's gorgeous. It looks like this. It's super pretty. I think that's gorgeous. Like, look at that spine though and that detail. It's so pretty. I've read, I think, a chapter of this and I liked it a lot and I was immediately interested, and I just shut it and I kind of just forgot about it because I got really into another book I was reading. I'm a person who reads more than one book at a time. That's just how I get more productive with my reading. I have a hard time reading just one thing. I've tried it and it sucks. I hate it. So I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, when I say I tried it, I like literally tried it, the last book that I read, which was Vicious, and I've done it with two other books that I read last month, and it just did not work out for me. I'm just not good at reading one book at a time. The next book I have is more high fantasy. It's an adult fantasy, and it is The Final Empire, and this is the first book in the Mistborn trilogy. I feel like I'll really like this. I don't know, it just seems interesting, and I'm afraid to read it though, because I'm afraid I'm not going to understand it. I'm afraid it's going to go over my head. I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to differentiate all the characters, because I know in high fantasy there's a lot of characters, or normally there are. That's what I've heard anyways. I know none of these are on the TBR jar drawings, but the TBR drawings might disappear because if I don't read at least one of the books at the end of this month, then it's going away because it's pointless. I just wanted to try to do something fun and I suck at everything. I think I'm actually going to try to read this tonight. Not all night, obviously, because it's 1:30 in the morning and I got to get up and do some things tomorrow. Got to run some errands. I definitely can't stay up all night reading this, so that's another reason where I'm like, maybe I should just continue reading history, because with contemporaries, even though they get really good, I'm able to put a contemporary down way better than I am a fantasy. Fantasies I have a hard time putting down. Same with thrillers. We'll see. I'll let y'all know what I do. So yeah, I'll update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all. So sorry I was in the hall and it was dark. I'm in my den right now and I'm watching The Office. That's basically all I watch. I watch 3 shows all the time, and those shows are Friends, The Office, and How I Met Your Mother. So those are the top 3 shows that I literally can sit and watch over and over and over and over again without them being boring or without me getting tired of it. And I laugh just as hard every time. And I don't know what it is about these 3 shows. There's not really any other shows that I can do that with but these. And I just love them. And The Office is like, I think I started watching The Office my junior year of high school. I'm pretty sure that's when I started watching it. And I've actually introduced it to other people and they love it. It's like my mama is one of them, and then like a few other people that I knew back in the day in high school. So I actually went out today, which was fun because I never go out. We had to do something, so I had to come back because they're going to eat. So I don't know if I've talked about this actually, but I actually think I have a new problem. Which is so, I know I shouldn't be laughing. That's like the worst thing to laugh about. But actually, no, I did talk about this. It's my gallbladder. We're having me do a HIDA scan and an MRI to look at my gallbladder next week. We think my gallbladder has gone bad because all I'm eating right now is baby food and Cheerios. Those are the only 2 things that I can eat. So you guys know that I don't eat very much. And my Crohn's disease is getting better, which is great. I'm so happy about that because that was so painful. But I'm still in pain. We didn't know why I was still in pain, so the C. diff is a big part of it because C. diff is painful. It's extraordinarily painful. And they said I could be in pain for like 6 to 8 weeks. Then they saw that my gallbladder, my bile ducts were large, and they saw gallstones. We're seeing if my gallbladder's bad, which they think it is because they just looked at some stuff, and I have all the symptoms of a bad gallbladder. I literally am not eating anything. I used to eat, oh my God, I could eat like a champ. I could eat an entire pizza from Pizza Hut and then like a whole thing of breadsticks. I used to could eat half the menu at Taco Bell. I mean, I was a pro eater. I just could eat all day, every day. The lighting's bad. I don't know why I'm walking around in the dark. I was so good at it. And I loved food. I was such a foodie. I loved trying new food. I would literally try anything. I enjoyed food so much. And this past year or 2, I haven't been able to eat anything. And it's really hard on me. And the reason I came home, because my parents and my brother wanted to go out to eat. And it's like psychologically hard for me to sit there and watch them eat food while I have to sit there and not eat anything. Because I try to get stuff. Like I'll order some food, but it's honestly a waste of money because I put maybe 2-3 bites in my mouth and then my stomach starts to hurt so bad. I like throw up bile or acid after, like it's so embarrassing, and like other stuff happens. I just can't eat at all. And I don't know what it is about baby food and Cheerios. I don't know if it's like just really, really easy on my digestive tract. Oh my God, my dog pissed on the floor. Oh my God. Is that piss or is that, oh my God. Is that piss or is that just water? Jackie Joe, did you poopy? Or pee-pee? Did you pee-pee on the floor? This paper towel will tell it all. If it's yellow, it's piss. Great, I'm so happy about this. Jack, you know, Sissy doesn't want to dry up piss. Yep, that's pee. That's pee. And the bathroom, he literally has a doggy door right there. What the fuck? He was mad at us because we left. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to get the mop. That's pee. That's disgusting. Boo-boo. Were you that angry with Mama and Sissy that we left you that you felt that you needed to piss in the house by Daddy's chair? Look at this. It's okay, I'm not mad. I'm not mad, okay? I know, I'm not mad. Okay? Hold on, I'll be right back. Hey y'all, so it's a little while later. I'm sorry I didn't pick up the camera again after I stopped filming. We wanted to go for a drive, and so we went, and Jackie Joe came with us. If Jackie Joe is my dog. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but I did. He came with us and it was really nice. So now we're back home, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to read tonight. I have a few books here. I think I really just need to sit and read this because I keep getting pulled back to this. And that's what I generally do when I try to find a new book. I get a big group of books and I think, which one am I getting like drawn to the most? Another book I'm getting drawn to though is The Final Empire. This is the first book in the Mistborn trilogy, and I got into it a little bit last night, and it is very interesting. Like, I was afraid I wouldn't understand it, but so far so good. Now that's not saying a lot, because I only got to page 12 because it was like, you all saw it was like 2 in the morning or something, and I was so tired and I couldn't sleep, or I couldn't like stay awake. I might pick this up. I'm sorry, my eyebrows look awful. I have like horrible bushy eyebrows, and people always are like, oh, I would love to have it, but it's so much easier to draw them on and deal with them for just a few hours of the day than deal with them all the time. And the thing is, this is just a trend right now to have big eyebrows. Believe me, it'll probably go back to these skimpy tiny little eyebrows, and I always got made fun of because my eyebrows were so big and bushy, and like it was annoying. And then all of this came into style, and I've been filling in my eyebrows since 6th grade, and that's a true story. So I filled them in because I pick them, and there's like patches. Obviously, you can see that. I don't pick my eyelashes. I do pick my hair, and sometimes hair comes out, but I pick my eyebrows and my hair on my head. But I hardly ever do my hair on my head. My mama does that. There's like a thing called for that if you like pick the hair. So weird. I know, it's so weird. I need to like put the camera back a little more because then I don't look so hideous today. This whole vlog is basically me trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna read. We'll figure it out, so I'll just see y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so I am just sitting in my room. It is Monday, and I think it's like 12:30ish, and I am reading Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. This is the book that I officially have decided to pick up. I am on page 58, and I'm pretty sure I've already figured out who the murderer is in this book. I'm pretty positive I already know who's killing everyone, which is so annoying, and I'll let y'all know if I'm right. Right now I'm thinking though, so I'll just kind of tell you my thinking. I don't think this is spoilers, but you know me, I'm not really great at knowing whether or not they're spoilers. So if you want to read Sharp Objects and you haven't, you might just want to click out of this video because I'm going to be talking about it. And actually, you know what? I think I am going to say who the murderer is at the end. Maybe not. I don't know. Right now, the main character's name is Camille. She writes for the Chicago Daily Post, and she had to go back to her hometown in Missouri to write about 2 murders. There are 2 girls that have been killed. No abuse, no rape. There's like no signs of torture, but they've just been strangled with I can't remember what it was, but they were strangled. She's just there to write about it. She has some psychological issues apparently, and her mother and her are not close at all. And she had a sister that passed away named Amma. That's what's been going on. And I guess there was a little boy who said that he saw one of the little girls get taken in the field. It was this woman. She was older. She was very pale, like she's never out in the sun, and she had this nightgown on. And she smiled at the little boy and then went shh, like that. And then ran away with the girl. So here's what my theory is. At first I thought it might be the mother, but that's too obvious because they're really trying to push the fact that it's the mother. The little boy said this girl was really pale, and I think I just said like she's never been out in the sun before, isn't out there often. Then he said that she's in a nightgown. They've been saying that the mother wears nightgowns, that she's really pale, but that's obviously way too easy. So now I'm thinking that the sister that died didn't actually die because her mother and her have this disagreement. Her mother says it was an open casket at her funeral, and Camille says it was a closed casket. Obviously, I'm thinking that the mother is like crazy, and so is this sister, because I'm pretty sure it's the sister that's doing all of this to them. I'm hoping I am wrong. I hope to God I'm wrong about this, but I just have this really strong feeling that it's the sister because it's too easy to be the mom. If it's the mom, I'm going to be even more disappointed, but I'm almost positive that the sister who died didn't die, and she's out here killing these little girls for some reason. I can't tell you what that reason is right now because, you know, I don't have a motive really, but I can say that I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? I think she died around the same age these kids are, because the kids that are getting murdered are 9, 10 years old. And so that's what I'm assuming is happening. I think it had something to do with her death, but they haven't explained how she died, just how old she was. And they've talked about some of her funeral arrangements. So that's what I've got so far, and I'm pretty sure I already know who it is. Pray to God I'm wrong, because that's just going to be annoying. But even if I do know who it is, then hopefully the book is so good that I don't even care that I figured it out, if I figured it out. So I will update y'all later. So bye. By the way, I just said that the sister who dies' name was Amma, and that's actually the half-sister's name, and she's still alive. The sister that died's name is Marion, so that's my fault. I got confused, but yeah, I'm thinking the killer is Marion. And also, I forgot to explain why I think she's the killer with all the clues. If she's like hidden away in her mother's house, then, and she can't get out very much, obviously she's not gonna be very tan or look like she's been kissed by the sun. And also, when Camille came into the house, she heard a bunch of footsteps, and she asked the mother, what's Amma doing, or however you say that name, and she was like, oh, she's sleeping. And then Camille was like, I just heard footsteps, so obviously she's lying about that. So I feel like this book is really trying to like go towards like the half-sister, or the stepsister, and the, no, it's half-sister and the mother, one of those two, but I'm positive it's not either of them. We'll see. We shall see. So I will update y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so I'm in my den, and it's like a while later. I think it's 4 something. I just got a package. It's right here, Barnes & Noble, and I'm going to open it and show y'all what I got. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this with one hand. Okay, so show y'all what books I got. The first book I got is Save the Date, and it's by Morgan Matson, and I've heard great things about this book. It's a contemporary, and I can't remember what it's about. I think it's just about this girl who is planning a wedding for her one of her siblings, or she's like in the wedding, and she has to be with her family, and people say the dialogue is hilarious. I'm looking forward to reading this. And then the last book I got was The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, and this is a really, really large book. It's like over 1,000 pages, and I want to read it this summer. So it's a fantasy. I don't know what this is about, though. I know that Reagan, both of the books I got today were because of Reagan. And then I have another book coming in tomorrow that I'll show y'all when I get it. So, but that is all. And I'm going to continue reading Sharp Objects, and maybe I'll pick up one of these tonight. And I will talk y'all later. Bye! Hey y'all, so I'm still reading Sharp Objects. New theory. I'm thinking maybe, okay, spoilers, just so you know. I've already said, though, that you should probably just not watch the rest of this video if you're wanting to read this. So I'm still think my old theory may be correct. Now I'm wondering if there's a Norman Bates thing going on, because the husband seems a little weird. You know how Norman Bates would dress up as his mother because he had multiple personalities. I'm wondering if the husband does that, like puts on a wig, dresses up in a nightgown, because the thing is, I remember the kid saying, she asked, Camille, the main character, asked the kid that saw this girl take Natalie, she asked, was she old like me? And he goes, no, older. Her sister that died was younger than her. So now I'm thinking, and I'm on page 65, or no, 68, sorry. Now I'm thinking maybe it's the stepdad, and maybe he's dressing up as a woman and then going out and killing these little girls, but he's not sexually assaulting them. And that would be like a pretty cool twist. Just everybody says they're so amazed with this twist, and so those are my top 2 theories right now. Still hoping one of those isn't correct, because like I said, I'm still on page 68, like I'm not super far into the book. It's kind of a slow start, but I actually don't mind it right now. That's weird. This thing just ripped out of the book. I didn't even rip it. It just came on out. So now it looks like this, which I don't know if I like that. You can see the pages. Okay, that's annoying. Anyways, those are my top 2 theories. I just changed, or I didn't change my theory. I added a theory. We'll see if I'm right about either of those. But like I said, it's a little slow. That's what I was saying. It's a little slow. But I really honestly don't mind it. It's not like The Woman in the Window slow. Like, that book was, oh my god, I think it was like almost 500 pages. It was way too long. This book is only 200 something pages. It's a little slow, like I said, but I'm not bored really, because they're just like piecing together information, so I'm really not bored. But yeah, I just hope it picks up soon. But that's all I have to update on. I gave y'all my new theory, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all, so it is, I think it's like 6 o'clock. Yeah, I'm still reading Sharp Objects. I took a break to help my mom with some stuff around the house. So, yeah, I just wanted to pause for a second. Oh my god, I just lost my place. Are you serious? What the fuck? The sister Emma, which is the youngest sister in the family, is fucking crazy. And when I say she's crazy, like, I don't mean like in a like you know what people say, oh, she's like acting crazy. She's batshit psychologically fucked up. Like, I have never read a character so, like, this is reminding me kind of The Orphan, that movie. When I watched that movie, that scared the shit out of me. I was 13 when I watched it, and it was like awfully scary, and I've only seen it once, and I probably will never watch it again because that's how bad it freaked me out. This is kind of what this girl is giving me. She's just really, really just freaking scary, and she's manipulative, and she has like, okay, this is what makes me think it's kind of the dad in this, or Emma's dad, because I feel like she suffers from bipolar disorder or personality disorder maybe, because her dad seems to have some psychological issues as well. They all have psychological issues, but those two seem to be like they should not be allowed out in society crazy. Like, there's mental illnesses, right? Like, the main character Camille has a mental illness, but she is a good person, you know, like she's okay to be out in society. She has her problems like, you know, anybody else does with their mental illness. I mean, hers is severe. She's still a good person, but Emma is a person that should not be allowed in society because she's dangerous and she could hurt people. She's just really fucking insane. I know she didn't kill these girls. So, yeah, I'm almost positive she didn't. I'll be very surprised if she turns out to be the killer, but I don't think she is. I think she's just, and I think she's capable of murder because of just how she acts in general. Like, calling her sister a bastard just now because Camille has a different father than the rest of the family. And she slapped one of her friends really hard across the face, and she's stealing, but then she goes home to her mom and dad, and she wears these cute dresses, and she acts like she's all innocent and adorable, and she'll have a little baby temper tantrum, like stuff that 2-year-olds do, and then she's fine the next day, but she says really insane, off-putting things, like she's like, I wish I would have gotten murdered, or something crazy like that. And she said about the girls, she was like, these girls weren't even popular, so why are they even making it a big deal? Dying doesn't make you popular. She's just being crazy. I'm like, what the hell is happening to this girl? Like, she seriously has a psychological problem that needs to be addressed. Michael Myers type shit. Like, it's time she gets some help. And her parents are just one of those very naive and blind people who don't see how screwed up their kid is. Like, they're just one of those people who think their kids are perfect, and you know, they're good people, and just because they act a certain way in front of them, it's so annoying. I know so many people like that in real life. Not to this extent, but so annoying. Mama is listening to When Dimple Met Rishi. She's cleaning the house tonight, and she is making peaches.
Freezing peaches.
She's freezing peaches, so she's got them in here. They're boiling.
They're what?
Boiling.
They're blanching.
Blanching, sure.
Get the skin off and the seed out.
Okay.
Or the pit, not the seed.
So that's what she's doing.
Yes.
Do you like the book?
I love the book.
Does Dimple remind you of me?
Yes.
A lot.
A lot.
Is Rishi not perfect for me?
Yes.
I need a guy like Rishi. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to continue reading. I want to get farther along before I update again, but the thing is, what happens in these thrillers, like the first part, like I said, they have to set up the story before it gets action. So I get a little bored and I'll see a little clue and I'll be like, ooh, I need to vlog about that. And then I pick up the camera and vlog, but when it gets interesting, like in Gone Girl, I updated y'all like every 5 seconds in that book, and then finally it got really good and I didn't even pick up the camera. I think maybe towards the end of the book I picked it up because it got so good I couldn't put it down. So I'm hoping this happens, and Gillian Flynn also wrote Gone Girl, if you didn't know. So that's just her style of writing, I think. I'm gonna continue reading. I fully intend on finishing this book today, so yeah. And actually, I started on page 6 this morning because I just wanted to read the first few pages to see if I'd be interested, and I was. And so I think this is going to be the first time in a while that I've read a book in a whole day. I think this is going to be the first time in a while, because like I said, I can't remember what I was saying because my mama started getting stuff out of the ass, or started using the ass maker. What I was saying, I think, was that now for some reason when I'm reading, I'll read even the tiniest book, it'll take me like 4 or 5 days to read it, and then bigger books take me like freaking 2 or 3 weeks to finish, and that's just been annoying, and I don't know what's been up with me. Like I said, I think I'm just in a really, I've said this before in the vlogs, I feel like I'm in a slump. This book I want to finish today because it's good, and it's kind of short, so yeah, it's really short. It's 254 pages, that's nothing, but I will update y'all later. Bye! Hey y'all, so it's, my gosh, it's the next day, and I can't remember what I filmed last. Basically, it's, what day is it? Tuesday, and it's really late. I think it's like 10:30. Oh, it's not really late. It's 10:30. That's not bad. I've got Sharp Objects here, and no, I still have not finished it. I have got 50-some pages left, you guys. Okay? 50-some pages. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I really want to finish it and get it finished. I want to find out who is killing these little girls. However, this book is very psychologically, it's a fucked up book. It's so dark, and just it's hard for me to sit here and read, mainly because it's triggering. Not in the sense that I've ever had it. The shit that's happening in this book I have never experienced in my life, and I am so grateful for that. Nothing that's happened in this book I can remotely relate to. However, I do have anxiety. I do suffer from depression, PTSD, OCD, I've got agoraphobia. Like, I have problems of my own, not the problems that these people have in this book. But when you have anything in the realm of what I just listed to you, psychological stuff like this can make you a little freaked out. So, yeah, I'm definitely freaked out, and I've had to read this very slowly. At first, it was, the beginning part of it actually wasn't, like, awful. I could get through it. I was reading it quicker. Towards the end, it is getting worse and worse and worse, and this main character is making some really bad decisions right now. I can't even comprehend how bad these decisions are. I don't even know what to say, and I can't sit here and list everything because this video would be like 45 minutes long starting now if I started listing everything that was disturbing to me in this book. So much is disturbing. And there needs to be just this ginormous trigger warning for basically everything that you can think of. There's a trigger warning for in this book. And I know I just said I can't relate to anything in this book, and I really can't, but there's so much stuff going on, and it makes me almost not even want to watch the show. And the thing is, I don't know how to say this without making it sound like I hate the book, because I don't hate this book. I love this book, actually. And it's very interesting, the writing. I don't love this book. That's a little far-fetched. I really like the book. The writing style is amazing, and I'm interested. Like, I really want to know what happens. And I think I'm positive I know what happens. My second theory that I said at the beginning of this video is what I'm almost positive is what it's going to turn out to be. The stepdad is going to be the killer, and I just personally think that. They're making it too easy with the mama, too easy with the sister. I just don't think it's any of them. But it's just, It's interesting. And okay, oh wait, what was I saying? I didn't want you guys to think I hated the book. Because I've thought about DNFing it a few times. It has nothing to do with the how good the story is. It is simply because it's very dark. And if you're somebody who has trouble with that, I would not read it. My mama already told me she was not ever going to read this book. She didn't want to watch the show. I'm okay with dark stuff, and actually I like reading about dark stuff, but this seems a little too much for me, and that's saying something because I can handle a lot of dark shit because it's just something that I'm able to do. But this is a lot. What's happening in this book, it's a lot. I don't even know really what else to say about it other than it's a lot. I'm gonna finish it hopefully tonight. If I can't, y'all know why. I was all like, oh, I'm gonna finish this book in a day. I'm gonna finish this book in a day. And then it started getting really, really, really bad that I had to take breaks so I wouldn't have anxiety attacks. Because that's the problem that I'm having with this right now. Is that when they're talking about stuff that's happening with the characters, I feel the need to panic. Because it scares me. It freaks me out. It makes me sad that there's people that, you know, are doing these things to other people and people that feel like this, and it's making me panicky. So I have to put it down and watch something happy to get my mind off of it for a second to not panic. Even though I know this is all fictional, I realize that. Like, I'm not trying to sound like insane or anything, but I mean, it's stressful to read. And if anybody's ever read this book, I hope they can like understand what I'm feeling with this. I'm going to continue reading, and I will let y'all know when I'm done. Hopefully the next time I pick up the camera, I'll be done and starting a really cute lot contemporary. I just got Save the Date. Y'all saw that. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to pick up because, woo! Man, this is a lot. This is too much. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey y'all. So I have finished Sharp Objects, and I was wrong. I was completely wrong about both of my theories. I want to say I'm disappointed because to me the obvious choice was that it was either the mother or Emma, who was the little sister. That was the obvious to me. I said, it's probably the mother. It's probably the sister. And I thought from the beginning that the mother was making her children sick just because she seemed to do that. And I thought, well, that's a completely different story. I still don't think she murdered those girls, which I was right about. She did not murder the two little girls that they found. She did kill her second daughter just because she kept making her sick and kept making her sicker, and she eventually just passed away. The little sister ended up being the killer. And I just thought, that's too easy. That's too easy. There's no way. So I was thinking of all of these bizarre theories. And I want to say I'm disappointed. I want to say that it wasn't what I wanted it to be. But it was actually good. I mean, there wasn't really a twist. There was a twist actually. The twist being that they said at first that the mother did everything. And then all of a sudden, they said that Emma did it. The little sister. She did. And she was absolutely crazy in this book. I mean, both of them made me so ill, and I definitely thought there was something up there psychologically, but I didn't think they were actually the killers, because generally books like this, they don't go for the obvious as the killers. But Gillian Flynn did this in Gone Girl. I said that the wife was behind this, but the thing is, for her, I don't feel it's about twists. I feel like it's about just the story in general, making it good, and that's what she does best, because I still love this book. I think it's great, and I said I didn't love it before, but I love it now. It's pretty fucking awesome, and even though I didn't feel like there was a ginormous twist and all these crazy things I was imagining in my head, it was still good. Even though it was the obvious, it was still good, and I still really enjoyed it. I've always been so interested in thrillers and wanted to write one of my own one day. Not this dark, I can't go there, but I'm good with twist. I like, when I'm reading a thriller, I think of the most obscene thing that could happen in a thriller. And sometimes I'm wrong, because some authors don't go there, like this one. But sometimes there's been times where I've also been right, but even when I'm right, my brain always goes to an extra level of extreme. So I've always thought maybe I could write a thriller one day, because I create these crazy twists in my brain that never turns out to be exactly true, except The Woman in the Window. Everything about that story I figured out detail to detail the ending of that story, which is really sad, but I really did figure everything out very soon. That was the only book, though, really, that I remember every detail being correct and that I didn't get too extreme because the story wasn't interesting enough for me to go extreme. I don't know. It was still great, and I just think I'm going to read Dark Places, not this month probably, but soon, and I have a feeling it's going to be the same way, that it's going to be the obvious choice, and there's not really going to be a big dramatic twist, and if there is a twist, it's small and well done, but it's still such a good book, and I still really enjoyed it, and I thought it was great, and I can't decide the rating yet. I'm thinking I'm going to give it a 4 or a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I want to give it a 5. I'm not feeling a 5, so I'm pretty sure that that's what I'm going to end up doing, is giving it like a 4, 4.5, but it was a really great book, and I just thought it was excellent. Strongly recommend. I'm going to watch the TV show, so yeah, but that is all for this vlog. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. I am going to start reading Save the Date right now because I need to read a few chapters of something that's light and funny and not absolutely insane, so yeah, but I will see y'all later. Bye.